while there's a wide range of emotions that accompany the decision to end a pregnancy, the most common feeling after an abortion is relief, not regret. Abortion opponents talk about the emotional harm of abortions, but often they are actually the ones perpetuating harm on women. Our next two storytellers, Samie Detzer and Miki Sotos, share how feelings of relief that followed their abortions have impacted their lives. Welcome, Samie and Miki.
My name is Samie Detzer. I had an abortion on May 20th, 2014. And here are a list of things that happened on that day. I ate a blueberry Danish and had a coffee. I walked to the Planned Parenthood on Madison Street with my best friend. I listened to Idina Menzel's Let It Go as it ironically played over the intercom. I cried really hard in the clinic, and I laughed really, really hard in the clinic. I received free health care that day from Apple Health. I took 3 Vicodin. I sat in a room with other post-abortion patients drinking orange juice and bleeding. And I awkwardly but emotionally hugged and thanked the nurse who was sitting there to make sure we didn't get sick. I ate an enchilada at the Mexican restaurant across the street. There it is. I went home and slept for 3 hours, then I woke up and went to rehearsal. And here are a list of things that didn't happen. I didn't feel sad. I didn't feel lonely. I wasn't in too much pain, and I didn't use even half of the gigantic maxi pads my best friend bought me. I never felt abandoned. I didn't tell the person who got me pregnant. I didn't tell anyone I wasn't deeply close with. I didn't regret my decision, and I didn't look back. And here are a list of some things that have happened in my life since then. About a year ago, I sat with my relatively new friend, Amelia, while she bartended. Over whiskey ginger beer, we swapped abortion stories with surprising ease and humor. She was the first person I told who didn't need to know. I've told my story to KPLU, to ABC News, to the Washington Post, and to thousands of strangers on Facebook, to my uncle, to his accountant, to my new partner, and to my former partners who really don't seem to care or know why I'm calling. I've had people come up to me at social events, on the street, and at work, only to repeat back to me, "You've had an abortion." I've shared my story and had it translated into German, and then back to English to hilarious results. I mean, I really did laugh loudly and cry badly. So now I've shared it with all of you. I've received emails of support from friends and friends of friends and from complete strangers. I've heard supportive words from people I never liked in high school and from a shy queer boy from college who I only spoke to once at a party. And I've heard words of support from the person who got me pregnant. I have received exactly 1 piece of hate mail. And I wonder how I can continue to talk about the regularity and relative boringness of a medical procedure while also having it be one of the most life-changing moments for me. And here's what I've concluded. This act was rather mundane. I can remember more about the food than the pain. I can remember more about the humor than the sadness, and I can remember more about myself than the pregnancy. It's not even close to the most emotional or physical pain I've experienced, but its profundity comes from the fact that it's mine. It looks like me, and it sounds like me, and it has Samie written all over it. As a woman, as with all intersecting identities, there are few stories that get to be our own. They are co-opted, manipulated, and curated so they no longer look unique. May 20th, 2014 was a day I had a medical procedure, ate a great enchilada, and went on with my life. It is my abortion, it is my story, it is my right.
Let it go, let it go.